Hello everyone, I'm CZ Lumen and this is StarCraft 2. What I have for you here is a Discord submitted game of Terran versus Zerg. Terran in the bottom right hand corner and Zerg in the upper left hand corner. I don't know anything about this match aside from that this is a gold play matchup. So we're going to find out if any interesting weapons, strategies, or tactics are used in the upcoming fights. Ah, yes, Zerg versus Terran. What an iconic battle, right? I remember StarCraft 2. That was the big thing, and then you had these Protoss Xenos that came in, and I don't know. The entire focus really felt like Terran versus Zerg, and that especially with Starship Troopers coming out. There's not a lot of really good movies where we have Terran versus a very superior force that isn't just obnoxious. Actually, I don't. Yeah, it normally is something like humans versus bugs, where humans are able to maximize technology against bugs in some way, shape, or form, and bugs are always morphing in. Oh, okay. It looks like this opener from the Zerg has been a fast hatchery, so fairly normal so far. 1-1-1. Oh, this is not a normal build for Terran. This is a lot of barracks. This is a lot of barracks. We have a 5 racks. This person isn't even building gas. Is this going to be an all? This might be an all-in Marine fight. I would imagine at least build up the starports and then have those medevacs. But this Zerg here is going to scout all of these Raxes, and they're going to need Banglings. As many Banglings as possible. As far as I know, if you're a Zerg and you want to knock out as many Marines and all they have is Marines, you want Banglings. I don't even think mass Zerglings would fare well against mass Marines. I don't know what the ratio is on that. If you think 1v1, right? We're gonna say 20 army supply worth of Marines versus 20 army supply of Zerglings, which that's going to double the amount of Zerglings. Zerglings are like 1/2. I know they cost. Yeah, that would. I'm not sure who wins that fight, and I'm not. Yeah, no, and there's not going to be any upgrades. Yep, there it is, Banglings. Good job for the Zerg player, and not a moment too soon because this is a fast Marine push. Oh, those Banglings don't get out either. Good job on the Reds for attacking and really setting up these Marines as fast as possible in order to knock this out. Also, I would like to say that was a wise decision to back these up without wasting them needlessly, because they are going to be needed in order to basically provide some kind of cover for the Banglings to attack. Although staying back and letting look at that that was quite the loss there, but is it going to be enough? I believe this game does go on for longer than this. So we're about to see more Zerglings get transformed from the cocoons here. We're going to see if okay, so this is important. Terran decides to rush in here instead of attacking the hatchery, which can take a little bit longer. Tries to knock out as many drones as possible, and that's the trade-off. Do you attack the hatchery or do you attack the drones? Tries to attack the drones. Did any drones go down? 2 drones go down. So now that Zerg has stabilized, I believe, and this isn't even a fully okay. So that was just a. He's not even going all in. Huh. I mean, normally when I see stuff like this, I would see that initial attack, and just a constant string of Marines like rallying up right here and pressing on the attack. And the goal is to create a wall of Marines and slowly push and try to take it, like just take down any kind of reinforcements as much as possible and keep your opponent on their heels. Don't let them expand, don't let them do anything. Just basically do that and slowly build up your economy behind it as you slowly keep that economic advantage. But now that Zerg knows what's going on, they're countering appropriately. And when I say appropriately, this you can't counter any harder than this with Banglings here. Because yeah, Banglings are, if there's enough, they're going to burst down this wall and they're going to blow apart these Marines unless those Marines are spread out. And these small choke points that are going to limit the Marine mobility may work against the Marines' favor. We're gonna find out here in just a second. I'm trying to zoom in here so we can really get this battle breakdown. Zerglings up front, not what you want. You want those Banglings to be up ahead to knock these out, and oh golly. And there you have it. Hard countering those Marines. And now it is the Zerg's time to shine against a bunch of SCVs. These SCVs need to knock down these Zerglings as fast as possible, because this is definitely not what you want. Move these barracks around, try to block up as much as you can, but I'm going to be very surprised if Red's able to come back from this. And he's not even using SCVs to fight this. This has to be it. Like, what can you do? Yeah, that's it. Game. GG. Return to game here. So there you have it. I'm going to go back and when is that? Because that was an early fight. Okay, so we're going to go back here. We're going to see this buildup of Marines and try to do this battle breakdown as much as possible. Leave down in the comments below what you would do from the perspective of each side. So here you're doing an all-in barracks. As the Zerg, this is the point. You're at the 2-minute and 50-second mark. This is what you have in order to try to counter what's about to happen here. And as far as I know, Magnum did an amazing job countering it with the Banglings. I suppose another option would be to start creating spine crawlers and create a defensive line and hunker down just a little bit. But once look at that Bangling list is already up. I don't even know if was that before or after scouting? Yep, here we go. Good job on Blue for scouting this and countering appropriately. He sees this and boom, right there. Like, once he saw it, Bangling nest went up, moved drones around in order to fight this as much as possible. Zerglings are coming out. Blue sees this coming. So now you want to delay as much as possible and possibly throwing overlords, building a couple extra overlords and throwing them the Terran's way in order to delay that just a little bit longer. Problem is that means that when the Terran do come to play, it's going to be a larger force. But hey, that's a strategy. That actually might be what he's doing here. Throw the Overlord over to see not just when they're moving out, but what to expect. And we have that. Having the Zerglings go anywhere but the front line here to Bangling up would have been a better choice, simply because once the Marines come in, again, you want to delay as long as possible, so letting them attack that hatchery is preferable to losing your only ability to fight off those Marines. But hey, easier said as an armchair general than it is in the game. This person's reacting as fast as possible to counter this and does an amazing job. Yeah. So, and here is the situation. As the Terran, you definitely now know also that they are going to be building these Banglings. Do you abort this as a Terran player? Do you fight the Zerglings and then try to like create a bunch of Marines that are spread out to try to neutralize this as much as possible? Do you press the attack? Uh, like what do you do as a Terran player to deal with this? Do you just continue? Do you rally point all of your barracks and then just slam down that Marine production as much as possible with a slight economic build behind this and just keep the pressure on? I would like to know what your opinion is on here, on both sides. What do you think the Zerg should do? What do you think the Marines should do? And yeah, we've seen this play out. Knocks out the Queens. Great choice. Gets knocked out by those Banglings. Rough loss. And I think that's pretty much okay. He's trying to build as many Marines as possible, and he's okay. That's what happened. He set the rally point to one of the Marines. The Marines died, or the Marine died, and then all of these Marines that are being produced just kind of chills here. So refineries do come up. Looks like, yeah, Terran decides to try to build up that economy, but it's a little bit too late, it seems, because now Zerg is already, like, the Zerg knows what's happening. Can build up to counter, like just hard counter, and outproduce the Marines here. Like a factory with a siege tank or two, or Hellions could help like knock this out, but this is, yeah. I want to know what you think in the comments below, and please like and subscribe, because apparently that helps out with the YouTube algorithm. If you liked this kind of analysis, I definitely would like to know. If you didn't like it, I also would like to know. So I'd like to know what brought you here and what you like and dislike about my videos. Have a good day.